Absolute value inequalities. How to check your answer. Imagine solving a puzzle where you find a solution, but you're not quite sure if it fits. That's what checking your answer to an absolute value inequality is all about. It's like testing your puzzle piece in the right spot to see if it clicks. When you solve an absolute value inequality, you usually end up with a range of numbers or a union of two ranges. To make sure your solution is correct, you need to verify it by plugging in some numbers. First, pick numbers inside your solution set. These should satisfy the original inequality. For example, if your solution says is between -3 and 5, try equals 0 or 2. Plug these into the original inequality and see if it holds true. If it does, you're on the right track. Next, test numbers outside your solution. If your solution says is between -3 and 5, pick x equals 6 or -4. When you substitute these outside numbers, the inequality should not hold true. This confirms your solution is accurate. You also want to check the boundary points, which are the numbers where the inequality switches from true to false or vice versa. For inequalities with less than or equal to or greater than or equal to, these boundary points should satisfy the inequality. For strict inequalities like less than or greater than, the boundary points should not satisfy it. For example, if your boundary point is -3, plug it back into the original inequality. If it satisfies the inequality, then it belongs to your solution set. If not, it should be excluded. Remember, absolute value inequalities often split into two cases. When you solve them, make sure none of your solutions contradict the original inequality or the fact that absolute value always gives a non-negative number. For example, if you solve 2x plus 3 less than 7 and find the solution between -5 and 2, verify by substituting a number inside that range. Plug in 0 and check if the inequality holds. Then pick a number outside, like 3, and see if it does not satisfy the inequality. Also check the boundary points, -5 and 2. Since the inequality is strict, these points should not satisfy it. If they do, you need to adjust your solution. By doing this, you confirm your answer is correct and complete. Checking your work with substitution is a simple but powerful way to avoid mistakes and build confidence. It's like double-checking your steps to make sure everything lines up perfectly. So, when solving absolute value inequalities, always test values inside, outside, and at the boundaries. This process helps you see if your solution truly fits the original problem. It's a straightforward way to make sure you're on the right track and to learn how to solve these inequalities more confidently.